welcome back to another episode of Through the Roof, a consumer-focused podcast where we talk about all things metal roofing, post-frame buildings, dairy cows in Vermont.
All kinds of good stuff. Yeah.
But we're joined today by Aaron Carpenter from Marco Industries. Aaron, thanks for hanging out with us on the podcast, man.
Hey, thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to be on here. We've been talking about doing this for quite a while, and I'm glad it finally worked out.
Yeah. We've it's that season where somebody's usually always sick or on vacation or at a holiday event.
Yes. Thanks for rescheduling, because last time Mason was actually out on a delivery. He wasn't actually sick. He was out on a delivery, and I was feeling a little under the weather. So today works out great, and thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to talk about Marco Industries, what you guys do, and kind of the impact that Marco Industries has had on specifically the metal roofing industry. I know for me, I've been in the manufacturing side of the industry for about 10 years. And I remember from my earliest days when I was just working in a warehouse, noticing the difference in quality between Marco Industries products and competing products. There's a noticeable difference even to somebody that doesn't really know much about what these products are. And so, on the outside, I want to thank you and Marco for really leading the charge and putting quality products out in the marketplace. But talk to us a little bit here to start the conversation on how Marco maintains that quality standard when they're putting products out into the marketplace, and why they chose to really hang their hat on quality.
Well, that's, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's, we take a lot of pride in the quality of our product, and that's why we build it the way we do. We try to do everything with the end user in mind, but also with our customers in mind. We want you to be able to put the best quality product out to your customers. And so, we've LP2 is kind of a product we talk a lot about, but the quality of these products are based on the materials that we use. They're all polyester based in terms of the Python venting and that. And so, ultimately we build these to match the lifetime of the roof. And we take that very seriously, whether it's, from our quality control on the production side to consumer feedback. Hopefully we don't get any feedback. That's generally the way that works out best. But it's absolutely what we hang our hat on, and what we will continue to strive to do as we always have.
You mentioned the LP2 there. I want to talk about that. A lot of people are familiar with the LP2. To some people, that means nothing. But the LP2 is an excellent vented closure product that you guys offer. We sell it here, sell it online, truemetalsupply.com. But it really is an outstanding product. Talk about what the LP2 does and the advantages of using that to vent a metal roofing system.
Absolutely. So, the base of the product and where it begins is with a foam closure. And we have an outstanding partnership with Zote Foams, who produce some of the highest quality foam in the industry, and for other industries as well, whether it's aviation, athletics, automobile. They just produce a very high quality foam. And so we have a partnership with them, and that's where it begins. We produce what is considered a Python non-woven piece in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is made from recycled polyester products. We've got a Class A fire rating. We've got a 40-year warranty on this piece. And so, the build of it itself is, again, with longevity in mind. So it certainly is the flagship product that everybody knows us for. We take a lot of pride in that. It's very humbling to know that our product is out there, helping prolong the life of everybody's roof. But it's also a product that we make in, well over 100 different profiles for people that need it. And so we've got options for everything from, your classic ag panels to our standing seam, whatever people may need. So it's quality. It's also versatility. We want to make sure we've got it for every application as well.
It's pretty cool. We actually had a chance to stop by the Marco facility August of last year and kind of see how everything works. And it's really a complex mechanism that gets the finished product. And that was really interesting for us because sometimes when you get the finished product in a box, and you're just like, oh, well, take for granted that you've got a quality product, but to actually see the time and the effort and the precision that goes into something as somewhat basic as a vented closure is really cool, and that was a really fun experience for us to see. And Aaron, what are some of the risks or liabilities that the end user might run into if they overlook or neglect the ventilation of their roofing system, whether it's metal roofing or shingles? I mean, I think there's similar results for both types of systems.
Well, it's kind of a twofold, right? On your end, the last thing that a roofer wants is to take a ridge cap off to fix a ventilation that's either deteriorated or has blown apart, whatever may happen there. But really the base and the foundation of it all is the fact that we need to properly ventilate a roof, right? And so we need to maintain a free flow of air out of the ridge cap as unrestricted as possible, but we also need to make sure that we don't allow any debris into the attic as well. So, what we see sometimes are ventilation pieces that are maybe made with an inferior type material. And what can happen in those is a potential to have moisture absorption. They can become brittle, they can crack, and then obviously then we begin to get debris, snow, wind-driven rain, and that into the attic, and that's the last thing that we want. So by properly ventilating, we can reduce energy costs. We can reduce the opportunity for there to be any moisture buildup in the attic, which can cause wood rot and all those type of things that we certainly don't want to have happen. In our northern states, we can also get ice damming along the bottom of the roofs, which is caused by excessive moisture sitting down there instead of properly exiting the ridge cap. So, again, and I think you said this, while it seems like it's a very basic component of the roof, it really has a very high value in the longevity, again, your energy costs and those kind of things.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting because I hate to even say this to you while we're on the call, Aaron, but like in a previous life, I was like, oh, okay, LP2, it's the best. I knew it was the best, but I was like, I'm going to see if I can save a few pennies. And I tried something else, and the result was just not nearly as good. The adhesion that holds the part in place during the installation process was much inferior. Even the simple wax paper that holds the pieces together was like coming apart, and pieces were getting damaged, and we had inventory shrinkage because of that. And I was like, what an idiot I was to think I could save a few pennies instead of using a product that I know works really, really well. And like, that's when Mason and I started True Metal Supply, we were like, okay, well, Marco's our closure and vented closure supplier because there's a quality level that not only affects us as the distributor, but also affects our contractors and affects the end user to create a vented system that's not only going to be reliable and predictable, but it's going to create the energy efficiency. And, we're in Tennessee, you have this heat and humidity that can create significant problems when systems aren't vented correctly. You have moisture buildup and mold that can be Tennessee is the second most affected state when it comes to mold in a home.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah, well, I know that because it's a personal experience. I didn't have a vented ridge, so now I do on my metal roof. But all those things are really, really important to consider when you're building or when you're renovating. And, I believe we're coming into a season where roof renovations and home renovations are going to become something that people are more concentrated on. There's this echo of economic slowdown. Well, that typically indicates customers renovating or people renovating the homes, things that they have, and protecting the things they have. And ventilating, their roofing systems is really one of the biggest investments that we would encourage our customers to pursue.
Yeah, and you mentioned in passing the wax paper falling off the back, and as a manufacturer and supplier, hate to give away all of the best partnerships and secret sauce out there, but even from like a stocking inventory perspective, anybody that's in the metal roofing industry that stocks inventory and stocked inferior closures, they're a nightmare to organize. If you stock a cheap closure product, they just wind up everywhere and they're twisted in the box and they're impossible to pull. I mean, and honestly, having a quality product like the LP2 makes it easy to keep materials from getting damaged when they're sitting on your shelf too. It's a really well organized product.
Outside of the LP2, and that is probably the product that we're like most excited to talk about because I do think it's pretty unique to Marco. I think you guys are exceptional in that space. But Aaron, what are some other products that Marco Industries brings specifically to the metal roofing market that you're proud of and you're excited to talk about?
Well, we really take that same philosophy that we build LP2 with, and we take that down through our product line. We're very much a good, better, best company, but it's not always good, better, best. It's also application based, right? So we have a Flex Event, which is our universal ridge vent. We have our Flex Pro, which is going to be a profile cut version of that as well. And both have different strengths to them as well, right? And again, the base of the product is the same. It's a recycled polyester product. And so, again, we're just trying to provide solutions for whatever needs may be out there. But again, the build of our product, remains the same throughout the line. All of our ventilation products have 40-year warranties to them, as well as our closures. So that's peace of mind for you. It's peace of mind for your end user, and it's peace of mind for the homeowner or business owner.
That's a really big deal. It probably doesn't get talked about enough because one of the big selling points for a metal roof is its longevity. We talk about that a lot. The most reputable companies have a 40-year paint warranty on their panels. We talk a lot about longevity, and it's really disheartening when you have this lifetime metal roofing system and all of the ancillary parts and pieces have 5-year warranties and 10-year warranties, and so that you feel like that maintenance cost is really going to go up, even though you've got this primary roofing system that's supposed to last a long time. So it's a really big deal that the accessory portion of that is going to last as long as the primary roofing system does.
Yeah, and do you feel, and you may not have all the square footage details, but you guys manufacture and make most of your parts in the United States, or at least a lot of the ones that we interact with, because we've been to your facility and we've seen your workforce and your warehouse and your facility there. Talk a little bit about the manufacturing process, what you guys are able to do in-house, and how you're able to control the quality levels by having that really close touch to the manufacturing process.
Yeah, and that certainly makes us unique, right? We manufacture in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's it's a USA made product, which I still think holds a lot of value. And I think a lot of people take value in that as well. Our partnership with Zote Foam, starts in Kentucky. But we've actually got a facility, a mile from our production plant in Tulsa. So, that certainly makes it easy on our end to produce, manufacture, ship the foam in between, the two facilities there. Again, the production process, and I know you guys got to see it, but it's really unique to see these massive bags of polyester pieces become what it is at the end of that line. It's about I don't know, maybe it's 100-yard machine that ends up producing this. We obviously also have we have ancillary products as well that we're very proud of. We have an outstanding underlayment program that has really, really taken off in the last couple of years. We have a new sealant that we reconfigured in the last year as well. That's going to be, not specifically or limited to metal roofing, but is built for metal roofing. And the advantage that we created in this new product is that it's actually got a 24 month lifetime on it, which is very nice when we're trying to maintain stock without product going bad. So, that everything from butyl tapes, we try to carry, again, a line that best serves you, so that you're able to maintain the quality from one vendor, simplify your ordering, and then again, allow your end user the product selection that they need with the highest quality in mind.
And that's something that maybe the manufacturers and distributors who listen to this podcast can appreciate. we like getting to know all the vendors, and we like making sure that we have options, but there's certainly a simplicity that comes along with partnering with some key players. And, we would consider Marco Industries to be certainly one of our key partners, and being able to say, hey, we're going to get these core products from one supplier. It's going to be predictable. We're going to know what to expect from the quality. We're going to know what to expect from the communication and the logistics and the lead time. And, I give kudos to Marco Industries. I mean, you guys have certainly continued to deliver and exceed expectations on, almost all of the interactions that we've had with you. And at True Metal Supply, we certainly value the help and support that Marco has provided as we've gotten our business off the ground, and hopefully we can prove to be a valued partner to you guys on the other side of the coin.
Yeah, if you drive by an unfinished roof in East Tennessee and a metal roof's about to go on, there's a good chance that roof is going to say True Metal Supply and Marco Industries on it, because we stock you guys underlay it. It's a great product, and we send that out with almost every order. So there's probably a lot of roofs being prepared right now that have Marco's name on it here in East Tennessee.
That's wonderful. And that, and again, one reason I'm so happy to do this with you guys is because, as a company, but also personally, the personal and the partnership and that investment between the two, is very much a two-way street. And that's something that, is very important to me. It's very important to Marco. It starts from the top down from us. We're still a family-owned company out of Tulsa. We have outstanding leadership from our president down. And, we have a core set of values that we really live by. And at the end of the day, we're here to partner with you. And I love seeing what you guys are doing. It's you guys are not only through social media and that the exposure that you guys get, but just the things I see you guys do, the roofs that you're doing for people that really need some help. Those kind of things I think are just outstanding. And those are the kind of partnerships that we really want and we really value. And it's very exciting seeing you guys grow as well.
Well, we talk about it pretty regularly. Like, it's not hard to do the right thing. It's really not. And, we're still a young company, and we would like to do more of the right things, but the things that we're able to do, they align with our core values. They align with what we preach to our team and what we display to our customers and to our vendor partners. And, we hope that we can at least be a catalyst in our communities where people say, okay, let's pitch into, and that's, if we can get a little bit of that, then, that makes us feel like we're doing the right thing.
Yeah. So switching gears here a little bit, Aaron, here recently online and I guess at MetalCon and a couple other places, we've started seeing some new branding associated with the Marco name, Marco Metal, kind of a new initiative you guys are pushing out there. Tell us a little bit about what that initiative entails.
Well, so that initiative really came from the launch of our Python division, which is our shingle and tile ventilation side of our company now. So we really wanted to make sure that we had a clean division, at least aesthetically, to consumers between the two. But as Marco Metal, our initiative continues to be to provide the highest quality products to our partners while still maintaining innovation. We're constantly looking to build new products. There's some things that we have in the works right now that I'm really, really excited about that I won't get into at this point, but in future podcasts, we'll certainly love to come on and talk about that. But again, it really, the initiative is a commitment, right? And it's a commitment to service. It's a commitment to quality. It's a commitment to availability. And those are all things that we certainly all struggle with at times, right? But we're doing everything we can to live up to all of those areas that we're really trying to put as a focus for this next year.
That's great. Well, we're getting close to the 20-minute mark here, Aaron. So I want to thank you again for taking some time out of your evening to hang out with us and talk shop. We could talk about metal roofing and metal roofing ventilation all day.
Should we give a little shout out to our other Marco reps, Dave Lorenz, Brent Inman, Adam Kozak? We really have come to appreciate and value the friendships that we have with the guys at Marco. And whether they listen to this podcast or not, they at least know that their name will be in the ether of what we're doing here.
I'm going to make Brent listen to this. there's fond memories with those guys of cruising down Tulsa, Oklahoma in my cowboy boots on a scooter.
On a bird scooter, yeah.
And you just ask Brent how well I hang those curves in Tulsa.
That's right. That's right.
So did a darn good job. But Marco Industries is a great partner. We stock a lot of their products here, and that's a big part of what makes our metal roofing systems high quality. And so if you want to learn more about some of their products, check out their website. Is it marcoindustries.com? Is that right, Aaron?
Correct.
So check out marcoindustries.com. You can also check out truemetalsupply.com. Go to our learn page. We've got a lot of good resources there. We've got sales. They're calling in right now to buy this.
6:15. They're still calling in
to buy closures. But we've got the closures, the LP2 that we talked so much about, the butyl tape, even the you gotta go make a sale, even the hydroshell underlayment, all on our website. So you can check that out at truemetalsupply.com/shop. So thanks again, Aaron. It was great talking with you, man. Hopefully we can get together in person soon.
Now, you're welcome. Thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your families, and enjoy that time we have.
Thank you. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys too.
Thank you.